You called Mr. Bell a bellend and a pervert?
Yeah.
No, you are. Yeah.
What's this? Oh, I'm going out. Intervention.
Is this from like a show?
Can I just tell you? I'm sorry to hear that your grandma passed away. I actually am like, obviously I'm gonna be upset about that, yeah.
What did she say?
How dare you speak to me like that? Turn around!
Wait, hold up. Are British schools this strict? I mean, I don't know. These are clips that I don't really know the context behind, but this dude was like, nah.
No, miss. How dare you speak to me like that? Turn around!
Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here now. Come here now. Get out.
Jeez.
Suck your mom.
But what the hell, boy?
Oh my goodness.
Yo. American public school lunches used to be terrible. They might be better now, but when I went to school, oh my God, they were bad. Oh yeah, we had some badass kids.
To be honest, if we're talking about public schools, British schools and American schools are quite similar, but different, if you get what I mean. The law is quite similar, and the types of students and teachers and the things that be going on in school are quite similar. Some of you
dudes fighting
in the US get confused with the differences, as there are some key differences from each.
Wait. What's that? What is that screenshot? I went to school with all these people, bro.
From each territory. One difference is the grading system. The Brit and American grading system can be a bit confusing. So allow me to briefly explain what it is. So your school journey starts at the age of 3, and at age 3 to 4, you go to nursery in both the US and the UK. At age 4 to 5 in the US, you go to preschool, but in the UK, you go to reception. Yes, why the fuck would us Brits call preschool reception?
Yeah.
But that shit ain't my fault.
It's kind of a weird name.
That invented it. Anyways, age 5 to 6, you're at kindergarten. But here in the UK, you're in year 1. So from year 1 to year 6, you finish primary school in the UK. However, in the US, from 1st grade to 5th grade, you finish elementary or primary school. And you might be asking, why don't we have both UK and US grading systems in the same years? Why is the UK a grade above? Because instead of your US motherfuckers naming age 5 to 6 1st grade, y'all really decided to name it kindergarten. Like, why? Makes no sense. Anyways, after you finish primary school, in the
made
US,
sense
you
to
start
us.
middle school, and you're in 6th grade at this time. Then you finish middle school after 8th grade. After that, you start high school in 9th grade or freshman year, and finish and graduate high school after the 12th grade or senior year. Then if you want to go to college, you use your GPA or you take the SAT. To briefly explain what a GPA and SAT for my audience not from the US, a GPA means grade point average. It can be calculated on a yearly basis or for your whole course as a whole. All your assignments, tests, work you've done is all added up and calculated throughout the year to get a grade point. And the SAT is a test or an exam taken to go to college, pretty much.
Right. And I failed the fuck out of that. I was a horrible test taker. I got a lot of anxiety taking tests, man, and it took me a while to get past that.
Get it? Capiche? Obrigado. In the UK, you start secondary school in year 7 and you finish secondary school all the way up to year 11. Yes, I don't know why we call it years, but if I'm being honest, I won't call it years then grade. Why would you call it grade? Why would you call a whole thing that you mark your test with a whole year? Just call it year. Stop calling it grade. That's some bozo ass shit. But anyways, in year 11, you
I don't think twice about it. I never did.
Preparing for 6 year 7. That's almost 4 years. These exams are called GCSEs or IGCSEs. After you finish that, you go to further education for the course you have chosen to do in year 11. For example, courses like history, art, languages, religious studies, computer science, whatever. Further education in the UK is called sixth form or college, and you're in year 12 and 13 or junior and senior years there. Then you finish school and choose whether you want to go to higher education like university or not. In the UK, we have half terms or calendar terms, and in the US, they call them terms semesters. Now, when you guys watch another school video, you won't be confused if a UK YouTuber or US YouTuber is talking about it, and you will know exactly what they're talking about.
I was still a bit confused, honestly.
To the countries. Get it? Thank me later. Anyways, we're going to be talking about middle and high school and secondary school in particular. The students in the US have the freedom to wear their own clothes. However, in the UK, we have to wear school uniforms. And hell, school uniforms are taken very seriously over here in the UK.
Jesus.
If you miss any school uniform, like your blazer, don't button up your high collar, loose tie, sag your trousers, or bring anything that's not black school shoes, prepare to get crucified by the teacher. And
that's so uncomfortable. I actually went to a private school when I was super young. It was called MCAA Christian Academy. And you could get like demerits and stuff. And you had to dress up in your cardigan, wear a nice button up, shoes, tie. And it was so uncomfortable, bro.
And to be honest, I'm not even mad that you can't even wear your own clothes in English schools, because it's a hassle to choose the best clothes. And you don't want to be the guy that is known for wearing the same clothes over and over again. That's just long. Plus, my closet is so mid, so I'd rather wear a school uniform. It's easy to pick out and wear, and no one can judge you because they are wearing the same thing. It's a win-win. It's true that some of y'all can be wearing your own.
It's kind of fresh though, I ain't gonna lie.
Some of you guys wear the most silliest garbage to school. Like, motherfuckers be wearing pajamas, skirts, maid outfits, suits with shorts or some shit. And the emo girls and the city girls are literally a different story. I can't even lie to you.
Bro, my style in high school was like skater dude, but kind of hood, but with a little bit of preppiness. It was a weird combination.
For a whole nother video. And the shoes y'all be wearing should be a sin in the 10 commandments or some shit. Like, how y'all unironically go into your closets, pick and wear some trash and think it was a good idea to go to school. Like, y'all definitely need your parents to start dressing y'all and going outside. But these are some of the people in the stretch. Obviously, some of y'all kind of dress relatively well. In the UK, if some motherfuckers misbehaving or straight up being a menace in class or outside of class, there are levels to the punishment depending on their offense. Level 1, you get a warning. Level 2, they scream their lungs out of you. Level 3, you get a detention. Level 4, you get something called isolation. The real rebels and the menaces that have no regard to life go in these isolation.
But we had something like this in high school. I'm sorry for pausing it, but yeah, it's similar. But my high school at the time, you would get paddled if you got in trouble. And after you got paddled, you would go to ISS or something like that, but it was just like detention.
To briefly explain what isolation is, it's basically a discipline where you get removed out of class and go to a certain booth room where it's just yourself, your work, and teachers watching your every move, seeing if you're doing work or not. Just think of it as in a prison where you're an inmate in your cell and guards are watching what you do. Then the final level is a suspension. In the US, it's the same thing pretty much. The only difference is that they don't have isolation.
They
get suspended and excluded depending on their offense.
Nah, they do, bro.
Apparently, physical punishments are legal in some states. That's kind of wild to me. I can't even lie. Like, imagine getting your ass beat because your dog ate your homework. I thought that only existed in Africa because me personally, I went to school in Ghana, and if you misbehave in any way, just know that you're in for the whoopings of your life. I ain't gonna cap with you,
bro. I never got paddled in high school because I was a pretty decent kid. I remember some of my friends getting paddled though.
It's gonna be absolutely long for you. In the UK, school lunches were decent. The canteen at least made somewhat of an effort to make the student meal nice and digestible. Students in the UK would always look forward to a school lunch. Like, as soon as the class finished, these motherfuckers would leave the class and sprint straight out of class to the canteen just to be in the canteen line early. Because if you were last, your favorite food would have run down.
Just
and
like
have
here,
to settle for the garbage. Like, these motherfuckers would sprint to the cafeteria with speed.
There was always those group of people who did that, and I'm like, bro, what's the rush? We're gonna all get the same meal. You're not gonna get like a fine cuisine meal. We're getting the same shit that you getting. You just got there quicker.
Like, all this motherfucker. In the US, from what I've seen, school lunches is some of the worst foods I've ever seen served to students.
That's facts.
I mean, look at this.
It's like prison food.
child of any sort. Whose idea was it to be serving this garbage? If school chefs are serving this, they must really despise their jobs and despise the students there.
They did.
What the hell is this? What is it? I can't lie. Feel sorry for you guys in the US, because if they did this foolishness in the UK, I would personally deport myself back to Africa, because at least they made some good and ready cooked meals. Then when you finally finish school after years, been about damn time. In the US, you graduate high school. There's a ceremony to commemorate the work you did in high school. Right. The seniors will receive their high school diplomas, and the class president will give out a graduation speech. But from what I've seen, some of these speeches are one of the most awkward but funniest pieces of non-fiction I've ever watched. Imagine if the types of students like the depressed kid or the menaced kid had a graduation speech. Like, motherfucker, I will pay to watch that shit, man. Motherfuckers did crazy shit in this ceremony, as well as like, how do you have the balls to do this? Graduation, I mean, it was lit. Gift, and the best of all, the grad parties. Did y'all ever go to grad parties? Let me know down in the comments down below. Compared to the UK,
hell yeah,
we finished year 11, aka 10th grade.
Bro, my high school was in the country, so our grad party was at night in the middle of the forest. Just picture just straight up darkness, tall trees, a big ass bonfire, and just pickup trucks, and everybody drinking Budweiser. But I ain't gonna lie though, it was lit though, it was lit.
And our GCSE, we basically finished secondary school, and we have an assembly of awards for the students who did their best. Stuff like subjects, good behavior, who did
assembly
the most work,
awards?
ECT, and then a final thank you and goodbye, some wholesome stuff. After the assembly, we celebrate after the school, signing the shirts with boards and pens, writing heartwarming messages like good luck and stuff. Like, I can't even lie, this was one of the most wholesome stuff I've ever done as a celebration of finishing school ever. And also, the best thing about finishing secondary school was prom. Prom was definitely my favorite part of finishing. The party happened at night. The parties were like raves. The DJs were playing classic house songs. Everyone ate and danced. It was too late. Unfortunately, I did not have a prom date, but I still took these cold photos of the girls. Oh, I'm just that guy. Too much risk. You know that. Overall, which one is better, American high school or British high school? I will answer this from prom was definitely my favorite part of finishing. The party happened at night. The parties were like raves.
Prom was dope though for me too.
Classic house songs. Everyone ate and danced. It was too late. Unfortunately, I did not have a prom date, but I still took these cold photos of the girls. Oh, I'm just that guy. Too much risk. You know that. Overall, which one is better, American high school or British high school? I will answer this with no bias, and we'll be choosing which one is better based on 5 different categories: overall enjoyment, education, food, the students, and the teachers. Oh, y'all got food. In terms of the food, the UK wins by 1 point because I don't have to repeat myself again. How low effort and straight out garbage the food is in an
Yo, our food is terrible. At least when I went to school. I mean, I don't know how it's changed now, but this, bro, the food that I had in high school was so bad. I wouldn't even eat for lunch. I'll wait till I get home.
American high school. Now, over enjoyment, I've not been to an American high school before, so I can't really speak on that. So I'll give 1 point to both schools. For the education system, we all have to agree that UK schools are better. Most of you are in the US, therefore know damn well you don't pay attention to those boring ass classes. In the UK, they at least make them somewhat engaging. In terms of the people, therefore 1 point to the American high schools. I don't need to go to the US to know that people in American high schools are very vibrant and social, and they just have way more character to them. Motherfuckers in the UK are just mid, including myself. I was the most quiet and the most boring yes man in my school. I didn't speak unless I was spoken to, and I just did what my teachers told me to do. I was literally just the biggest NPC. The only thing that was interesting about me was that I was just naturally goofy, and I looked like celebrities like Lil Nas X or footballers like Bukayo Saka or Samuel Titi. That's what everyone told me. But I digress. Teachers in UK schools are very strict as they care about your education. But obviously, not all of them care about your education. And I do not know how the teachers are in an American school, so I will give 1 point to both schools for the teachers.
Shit, the teachers in American schools, man. A lot of kids were like actually hooking up with those teachers, man. It was wild.
So British schools have the most points overall, so pretty much British high school wins. No biasness, just the facts. So let me know if you want me to do a part 2 of this video.
This was good. This was good. I like the way he edited this. It was funny as fuck. My high school was interesting because it was very country, so I felt like a fish out of water. And all my friends left by like 9th grade. So 10th grade to 12th grade, I believe, I basically had to find new friends. And I probably felt the most loneliness at lunch because that's when everybody is in their own respective clique. Emo people here, football team there, cheerleaders, popular kids over there, unpopular kids over there, anime crew. I mean, I had to like find a new group to like hang out with, and it was so stressful because I was a very quiet person. But I got over it, you know. Let me know how your school experience is or was when you were in school. But make sure you support John Scully and make sure you like, share, subscribe. And I'll see you guys next reaction video. Peace!